I'm very much a learn a bit of everything to do a bit of everything type of person. And if you're like me, you're curious how AI tools can make our day-to-day easier. Crazy. This video is sponsored by Acer in partnership with Microsoft, so we can discover some Windows 11 AI features you can start using today. All right, so there's three app integrations I want to try first. One in Paint, Image Creator. I can just type what I want an image of. A German Shepherd dog riding a skateboard whilst wearing a pair of headphones. Choose a style. Ooh, animate. Create. Oh, here we go. What the heck? That's wild. Oh, you love how that one's got him around his neck. This dude's got two pairs on his ears and his neck. But it's not even his ears, because his ears are up there. He's doing a no comply, got 1 foot down on the ground. Actually, didn't even look at these trucks. We'll get into image generation in a moment, but built into Paint, that's insane. The next thing I want to try is screenshots. Let's say full screen. Up the top of the snipping tool, there is a text actions button. This will scan the entire image and pull out text. So I can simply copy and then paste text from a screenshot. This feature is really good for a photo or scan of a document of printed text. The next feature I want to test out is I've got a bunch of files here from a recent holiday that I haven't taken the time to edit yet. And in Windows 11, we now have Clipchamp. It says it on the tin. Create a video with AI. Quickly auto-compose a video using your own media. Add your own media. I have a lot. Ching. Now I'm going to minimize Clipchamp so that I can let AI edit my holiday video in the background, because that's what we do these days. And then on my keyboard, I've got this new button. It's called the Copilot key. If I press that, Microsoft Copilot appears. Now you might be wondering, what is Copilot? Well, its own answer to that question is Microsoft Copilot is an AI-powered assistant developed by Microsoft. It's like having a helpful companion that can assist you with various tasks. So what does that mean it can do? Well, if we ask it a question, it can find the answer on the internet. For example, who is Cam Shand? You can find Cam Shand's channel on YouTube where they showcase everything from building custom desks to mechanical keyboards and reviewing gadgets and exploring tech. Dude, that's literally it. If I was to have typed that into a web search, it would have given me a list of web pages that I had to have read myself and compiled all that information, whereas Copilot has just gone straight to YouTube. You can see the learn more, my website, Instagram, sponsored and product links in the description of videos, all of that, done. Crazy. Since it understands context, we can say, help me plan a trip to Computex in 2025. It's given me event dates, the venue, the link to buy tickets, the average price to buy a ticket, accommodation, and links to those hotels that are in the area for that event. So how does that work? Using machine learning, it's been trained on a set of data, a data set, to perform a job. This is done through large language models, LLMs, learning how humans talk and what our sentences actually mean. Our interaction with an LLM is through a generative pre-trained transformer, GPT. Copilot, being a form of GPT, takes our question, uses the LLM to understand what we mean, the key aspect of this is context, then queries datasets it has access to for an answer. Now, this could be the internet, or through plugins and permissions, documents that you're working on. And then finally, it generates a response in plain language that a human can understand. This level of web searching alone would have saved me hours last year. When I was learning how to code generative art, I got stuck trying to get my hand tracking code to work with the Leap Motion controller. The only error I got was related to WebSockets. If I ask Copilot my exact issue, why can't the Leap Motion connect to a WebSocket server? It gives me the exact answer that took me days of web searches and trawling through multiple web pages to find. Whereas Copilot straight away gave me the answer I needed. And on the topic of writing code, it can write code for you. This is going to save so much time just writing basic operations. It's also really good at summarizing text. I can give it something that I'm working on and tell it to make it more concise, and it will just cut the fluff. And it goes far beyond chatbot text answers. Being built into Windows 11, it has control over system settings. And so if I say to set a 60-minute focus session, it will create me a widget on screen with a countdown to a 5-minute break halfway through that 60-minute session. Okay, so remember at the start of the video how we're using Paint to make a German Shepherd ride skateboard with headphones. Speaking of which, Norman's coming. Hi! All right, Norm's here. Good boy. All right, there's Bruce. We can ask Copilot, oi, quiet down. See, we can ask Copilot to create an image, this time of a futuristic desk setup like mine. And under those results, we can see this powered by DALL-E 3. So that's the machine learning model that's handling our request from Copilot. But to the left, it says Designer. Now, this is cool. If we go to designer.microsoft.com, we can access a free AI-powered graphics design app with tools such as generative erase to remove people from the background of your photos, or even just remove the background. And my favorite feature of this whole thing is Restyle Image, because I can upload my own image, select a style that I want to be restyled into, and then generate. Now the result may not be perfect, but it's good for concept art, storyboarding, or even just using elements in another production, such as like creating a thumbnail. It's really up to you how you use these tools to integrate in your workflow, especially with productivity. Copilot integrates into the Office 365 suite. In Outlook, it can summarize emails and suggest replies whilst checking your grammar at the same time. In Excel, it can analyze data and find trends that you may have missed. And in Teams, it can take a transcript from the entire meeting, summarize it, and create action items to suggest what each team member should do after the meeting. I know someone that used to have to sit, watch a meeting, write a summary, and send out action items, and now the whole process can be automated. And if you're in meetings on this laptop, the Acer Swift Go 14, you'll get temporal noise reduction of the webcam video, so it's nice and clear. And Purified Voice 2.0 uses AI algorithms along with the 3 built-in microphones to give you clearer and crisper audio, as well as suppress unwanted background noise, so you also sound good. And one really interesting feature is eye contact. So with this on, it's going to adjust my eyes to look like they're looking at the lens of the webcam. If I turn it off, this is my real eyes, right? So just looking at the screen. So if I turn it on and off, you'll see it just that subtle adjustment to make it really look like I'm looking at you down the lens like I would when I'm recording a YouTube video. And these are only some of the AI features already built into Windows 11 computers today. Speaking of which, how did my holiday video go in Clipchamp? Well, it didn't like the GoPro footage at full resolution 5K HEVC codec, so I converted it with Handbrake, which is a free video converting software. And at the first attempt, that footage froze. I left it overnight and literally just didn't really progress any further. But after starting fresh today, adding in the same converted media, it worked. Now I want to emphasize that it says that you do not upload your videos off of your computer. It's all processed locally, and we can see that with the CPU utilization with 0 on the networking. And so this also isn't using your media to train an AI model. And the end result is something. It's not bad, it's also not good. Like, it's better than nothing. It didn't realize that it should flip one of the images upside down though, and it had me getting ready to jump in the water and then me in the water afterwards. If I was to cut a quick edit, I would go scenery, then the boat, me jumping off the boat into a dive, school of fish, clownfish. The killer clips, but its edit did have a good home video vibe, so it's better than nothing. And that's where these tools are useful, yeah? They give you something to work from. They may not be the final product, and they shouldn't be. You should be always using AI tools as a tool in your creative process. But as these machine learning models are continuously learning, these Windows 11 AI features are gonna get better. And I'm excited to see AI video editors improve, because that's gonna make my life a lot easier. Speaking of which, I'm currently editing and working on my custom PC build, the final part. Stoked to show you that one. See you next week. Bye.